Hey guys, welcome to the first episode of Micro Starcraft 2. You know, I love watching replays, especially Husky and HDs shoutcasts. They're fun and exciting, but I feel like I don't really learn enough from just watching these fun replays. I'm here to teach you some of the fundamentals of StarCraft 2 that are critical to improving your game to the next level. What you will find here in this episode is the micro section and the tactics section. In the micro section, you will learn about the good habits and shortcuts to improve your game, such as how to arrange your hotkeys. In the tactics section, you will learn specific build orders and structure arrangements down to the second. Also, today one lucky viewer will win a free StarCraft 2 beta key at random. I will tell you more about it at the end of the show. Welcome to the micro section. This is the most basic element to StarCraft 2. Combat micro. What is combat micro? It is the movement of your units during combat that allows them to stay alive longer so that they can do more damage to your opponents. There are other types of micro, but this is what we will be talking about today. I know combat micro is very basic and many new players and even returning players from Brood War don't really pay much attention to it. Combat micro is very important to the early game, and it determines who gets map control and even determines who wins the game. Well, let's take a look at the first example. Alright, this is the first example. The Zealot has about 100 HP and 50 shield. It even has 1 armor. A Marine, on the other hand, has only 45 HP, does about 6 damage, and has no armor. So one Zealot can finish up to 3 Marines and survive. So let's take a look. I'll put this on slow so we can see what happens here. The Zealot just lost all his shield, killed the first Marine, in half. The Zealot just killed the second Marine. Zealot has about 22 life left. He finished off the last Marine with only 7 life left. As you can see, if you don't micro your units, they will die. This is the second example. The second example is when Marines are microed. When you micro a Marine and move him around and keep him alive longer, he will do more damage. Let's see what happens here. Zealot goes, "Roar, gonna kill you." So he attacks the first Marine, and you click on the first Marine, move him back, and you shift attack, make him attack the Zealot. Same thing as the second Marine. Third Marine, you keep on moving him. Notice how these 2 Marines back here are attacking that Zealot. There, 3 Marines killed that Zealot, and none of them died. Just wait until your reinforcements gets here, and put these 3 Marines in the back of your group so they can stay longer and fight longer. This is one of the simplest elements of micro. Some good habits that you should learn. You should play on a low to medium mouse scroll speed. Good players usually have their mouse speed set on low so that they will have the precision where they need to micro their units. And also use hotkeys, because it is very important part of your macro. If you don't like to use hotkeys, you better start liking it soon, because someone who uses hotkey will be able to make more units to reinforce their troops in battle without ever moving their screen back to his base. We will talk about this in the next episode. This concludes the micro section of the game, and now we will move on to the tactics section. Good afternoon, welcome to the tactics section of Micro Starcraft 2. Today I'm going to show you the Zatic build. The Zatic build is a Terran versus Protoss build, and the main goal of the build is to get your expansion up really fast and get ahead in economy. Once you have your expansion, this build can transition to, well, pretty much anything you want. Alright, let's take a look at how it's done. So you want to send your SCVs and keep on popping out SCVs. And once you have about 9 SCVs, 9 supplies, you want to grab an SCV, send him here to build a supply depot. You usually want to grab this SCV about 50 minerals at 9 supply. Okay, let me show you. See, it's about 50, 9 supply. See, SCV goes out. And by the time this SCV get to the edge, it will have exactly 100 minerals, and you build your supply depot right there. And you wait until you have 50 minerals again, you build an SCV immediately. Now you would have 10 supplies. At 10 supply, do not build another SCV. You wait for a couple seconds and wait for the minerals to accumulate to about 150 minerals. And you use this SCV build a barracks right there. Once you have about 50 minerals again, continue producing SCVs. At 11 supply and 70 minerals, you want to grab an SCV and produce a refinery and make a refinery. And you want to continue producing SCVs. Right? When the refinery is done, you want to grab 2 SCVs and send them into the refinery to work. And when your barracks is done, see, I'm seeing my scale right now. But when your barracks is done, you want to produce a marine, because usually when you play a good player, the good player, you want to kill their scout with the marine. And at 14 supply, you want to start building another barracks. Once this marine is done, you want to build a tech lab immediately and send this marine to the edge so he can protect your choke. Once this building is done, once the first tech lab is done, you want to start building your first marauder non-stop. Alright, there goes your first marauder, and this is about the time to build another supply depot. There we go, another supply depot is up. And second barracks is done. Once the second barracks is done, you want to build a reactor immediately. I'm kind of late right here, but you want to build this reactor really fast, because this reactor determines when you move out with your troops. Because you want after the first 2 marines that comes out of this reactor, you want to move